welcome to our channel! If you are new here, my name is Sarah and you will be meeting Luke shortly. And this is Molly, she features in a lot of videos. And oh, there's Timmy. We live on a big, beautiful piece of land in Central Portugal, which I am proud to say is ours. And slowly, we are going to renovate, build, regenerate the land, as well as learning new things and having fun doing it. But we have been here for 4 years now, nearly 4 years, and just over a month ago we decided to take learning Portuguese seriously. And we contacted Liz from Talk the Streets, who teaches Portuguese online, and I have been learning from her videos. And she has agreed to help us on this hard journey ahead. So a quick recap if this is your first time here. A month ago Liz assisted us and this is how we went.
Let's take a look at your Portuguese then. Olá, Sara, tudo bem?
Tudo bem? Sim.
Tens animais em casa?
Tenho gato, cão e 3 cabras. É muito...
Muitas galinhas. Muito bem, muitas galinhas. Como estás hoje? Tudo bem?
Estou bom.
Estou bem.
Estou bem. Tenho muito trabalho de fazer.
Que tipo de trabalho? Qual é a tua profissão?
Minha profissão era cozinheira.
Cozinheiro?
Sim. Mas agora construo muitas coisas.
So after a month of doing Portuguese every day, we started Liz's first 3 modules of her course, which are amazing, by the way. And we did some reading and we watched TV, we listened to music and put post-it notes everywhere. And I mean everywhere. So we learn a lot of new vocabulary. So what are we going to do next? Obviously, we are going to keep practicing and learning Portuguese to improve every day. But this is what Liz does. She likes to challenge the people she teaches to go out and use whatever they learned in real life situations. So this is what we are going to do. But I will explain where we're going to go first and why. So I work on brambles every day. I work cutting brambles. And this is the state of my gloves after just 2 weeks of having them. And it depends on the glove really, but yep, look, I can't work with them anymore, so I need a new pair of gloves. Also, we have a broody... Also, we've got our first ever broody hen, Tiny, and she's sitting on 6 eggs. I have been told by a few of you who have chickens before and have been through this experience, you can never plan a broody hen. They decide to get broody in the worst possible times. And this time Tiny chose to become broody is a very cold time. So I decided to insulate a cage that we have in the chicken coop. We will need to put the babies in there anyway to keep them away from Timmy and any other problems. Timmy is our cat who likes eating baby things. Timmy also spends a lot of time in the chicken coop hunting mice. So it is important that the babies are in the cage. I've decided to insulate the cage with straw. Okay, look, wow. And you're gonna go in here. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Look, nice and quiet for you, huh? I'm gonna leave the door open so you can come in and out whenever you want. I'm really happy with that. She was a really good girl. And now she's sitting on the eggs in there. That's all she wants to do, is protect those eggs. It's so nice having a broody chickie around. I wanted to do it now, because I'm scared to move the eggs when it's the last couple of days. You're not supposed to even turn them when they're in an incubator. But when I was moving them from that place to this place, I'm pretty sure I didn't keep them how they were, how she turned them. So like this, at least, not the last 2-3 days, which is the most important, not to turn. Now with this ready, we're ready to get babies, so we are going to go and get baby chick food too. This is a really exciting time for us on our farm, because this is the first time that baby chicks are going to be hatched naturally. Well, hopefully anyway, anything can happen, but I do hope they hatch. We've only had experience hatching them in an incubator, and that worked out well, but the survival rate was pretty low, so I don't know what's going to happen now, but hopefully we've set it up right and things should go smoothly. The only thing is, when I felt the eggs, a few of them felt pretty light. So I'm not sure if we're going to have a huge turnout, but if you want to find out, make sure you hit subscribe on our channel so you'll be informed when we put on our next video. And if you're liking the video so far, give us a nice thumbs up. Thank you very much. For all these things, we need to go to our local garden centre. And once we are there, we might as well buy goat food, because the goat food is soon finished. When the goats stick their head down the barrel and they can't see the food, it's time to top up. So now that I'm done from chopping here by our beautiful ruin, I will show you. I will go and look for Luke.
Hey guys, we're about to go to our local garden centre, about a few kilometers away anyway. Yeah, it's called Sementes de Palvarinho, to see Key or Maria and the couple who run it. They're really nice.
Normally Luke goes and it's done mostly in English, I think.
Because they do speak perfect English.
But this time, this is the end of our 30-day challenge, and we are going to do it all in Portuguese.
Yeah. Let's do this. Come on, Molly.
Shopping! I am just so excited. It's not the same for me and Luke. It's a totally, even though we're studying together, which is awesome, Luke is more confident than I am. So this is one of the first times that I'm actually going to go and have a proper conversation in a shop. And it's all thanks to Liz. So thank you very much, Liz, if you're watching this video. And it all started with this 30-day challenge, because it does get you excited. So if you do want to start from somewhere, I do recommend you going into our description, clicking on the link that we gave you to download her 30-day challenge, because this will get you excited to start. We have been in contact with Liz the last month, but the final meeting on Zoom that we had, we went through the phrases that we will need. A little bit more confident. If I know that I'm saying them properly, then I can be a little bit more confident when I am there.
Welcome back. How are you doing? How have you been finding it? Como está a correr? How is it all going with your Portuguese? How do you feel now compared to a month ago?
A lot more confident while reading, especially.
The modules you gave us, we've only done 2 out of the 3 so far. Now I can look at something and know how it's supposed to be pronounced. And for example, like the plural of when it's like ow to orange.
Orange, yes, he likes that.
Nice.
For 3 years or 4 since we've been here, I've been just saying osh instead of orange, you know, so just small things like that.
Yeah,
they
these
really help.
This course is awesome. You know, we're just not flying through it just because you do have to go back and listen to it again and again, and there's a lot to remember and a lot to learn. But yeah, the way you explained it is
and all the resources that you give are awesome. There's so much to it, even if it's just links to like the karaoke app thing, you know. There's just so much where I'm really enjoying it. Yesterday I was up late because I couldn't sleep, and I was watching a film in Portuguese, and I was understanding like 70-80%.
Nice.
It was really good. No, really, it's just you get constantly like having stuff in the background even really helps.
Yeah, and this is what's going to be really important for you guys, because you're not living amongst other people. There are plenty of ways you can do immersion, but at home. So the music, the movies, just like you say, having things on around you, it's all going to start to tune your ear in. It's like, you know, when you're turning the knob on the radio and it's fuzzy, and then suddenly things become clear and you're like, oh, I can hear this. It's not just white noise now. I can hear words, and then I can understand what the words are when they're next to each other. So that's one of the first breakthroughs, because this is what's really hard. You know, people don't really know what to expect with learning a language as to how long it's going to take until you actually see some progress. But it's these little milestones that go along the way, like, oh, I was listening to something and I could actually pick out some words, you know, things like that are going to start to make it easier for you, and start to say, okay, I am progressing, things are getting easier. Tell me about what you're going to attempt to do and the types of phrases that you need to do this.
We are going to go to the garden center. We're going to need to buy animal feed, some chicken food, some goat food, and gloves.
Pintainhos. 25 quilos.
Saco de 25 quilos.
Exatamente.
I need gloves for brambles.
So I need...
Preciso
de...
Yeah, what's the word for gloves?
Luvas.
Excellent.
Yes, okay.
Very nice. You wanted it to clear up the brambles, right? So I would say, I'm going to put it in the chat for you. Para tratar das silvas.
Preciso de luvas para tratar das silvas.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. That's so good.
I am feeling much more confident. Luke is always confident because he just goes at it and he doesn't care if he makes a mistake, but I am so scared. So this is a huge step for me. I see Luke coming. I am going to stop this here. We are going to go to the garden center now. This is the moment of truth. If you want to see how we got on, go to Liz's channel. I put the link in the description below and also up here. Bye guys, have an awesome day. Bye. Molly thinks we're going somewhere else. Say Molly. Oh no, Molly, Bobby. We're not going to see your boyfriend.
Vamos.